Thanks for joining 2K Sports for NBA action this Sunday afternoon. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And now that we're into December, let's check in on the Rookie of the Year race. And this year's rookie class has been an exceptionally fun one to watch. So I'm sure fans want to know who's out in front. It's been a tremendous start to the season for him, making a smooth transition to the NBA and securing himself in the 5 spot.
And he finds himself among the top 5. What a superb start to his NBA career.
Well, there's no doubting he's had a pretty smooth transition to the NBA, and that's saying a lot. Even for the most talented rookies, those first few months can be tough.
And the starting group for the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Vucevic in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for Toronto, the perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. And it's Quickly in at the point guard position. And with all the analysis we do going into a season, some things you just can't predict, Doris.
The unexpected always arises in this particular league. Whether it's a new face, whether there's a key injury, the narrative is always changing from week to week.
Now here's Tatum. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Raptors. On offense, here come the Raptors.
Hey, yo, right here.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Barnes. From outside, off the mark. About a minute into this first quarter, a chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back over to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Boston pulls it in. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Oh, that's almost too easy for Jaylen Brown. We see you, sir.
For Toronto, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It's a beautiful thing. Shams, appreciate the report.
Derek White, tremendous finisher in the painted area, just drops it in softly.
Quickly passes to Barrett. Kicks it out to Barnes. Quickly against Pritchard. From behind the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
And that one drops.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done. The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Jason Tatum.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
The three from quickly. Boston pulls it in. There's a minute 54 left in the opening quarter. Primarily seen as a scorer, Emmanuel Quickley's defense is often overlooked, Doris.
It is, B.A., and I think the first thing about his defensive effort is important, right? He works very hard. His navigation over screens. He's very quick with his rotation. He's a really long, rangy athlete. Couldn't agree more about being overlooked defensively.
Here's Gonzalez. Toronto making their last shot. Picked by Vucevic. The three. Gonzalez misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Pirtle. Brown against Dick. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. Dick. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
This team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
Now here's Tatum. Coming off a 28-point game against the Lakers. Nails it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Dick. Takes a three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low.
Oh, come on.
Pirtle. Now here's Quickly. Tight defense on him. No good off the back of the rim.
Nice.
It's been a tough stretch for this guy right now. Looking a little out of sorts.
Here's Gonzalez. Still without a bucket. Pass to Tatum. Over Quickly. Can't cash in the 10-footer. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics. They're up by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
They've got Walter. Barnes is out there with Dick. And it's Shed in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Keita gets the bucket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Back to you.
A tone setter at that end. Thanks much for the report, Allie. So it's Boston now. After the basket by Toronto. He buries it from 3. Hauser's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Outside Dick. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Exum. Boston leading by 8. Here's Pritchard. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Toronto shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Some changes for Toronto. Barrett comes in for Dick, and Emmanuel quickly subbed in for Walter. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. White comes in for Exum. Here's Barrett, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, the hammer by R.J. Barrett. How about that athleticism?
Tatum with a screen. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. Rebound by the Raptors. A skill Scotty Barnes definitely possesses is the ability to guard multiple positions, Greg.
Yeah, he has that blend of quickness and length to smother shooters. And he has the strength to deal with bigger guys, too. They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Here's White. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
First free throws.
Nice.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
Ingram's checked in for Toronto. White hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Quickly passes to Ingram from the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Pritchard with it. He's scoreless to the paint. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, a very quiet start, but it looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Pritchard with a steal. Here's White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Sometimes you anticipate that contact is coming, and you have to take it. Nice job by White to hang in there.
Barnes passes to Quickly. We've got 1:48.
Oh, nice.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Changes. Garza comes in for Hauser. And it's Brown in for Pritchard. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
And Toronto has possession. It's a 10-point game. Ingram on the wing, pounded by Tatum. The shot by Ingram, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Kid has got 8.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Mamukelashvili. To halt the run. Counted. 40 seconds left in the second period. Now here's White. He's got 6. Tatum with a screen. Garza passes to Tatum. Tatum drills the 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Here's the pick. And he converts the layup. Give him 8.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's the Boston Celtics looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer
Good second
sounds.
quarter.
How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Miss. Oh, what? Oh.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Checking out Toronto, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Toronto Raptors.
What they're doing tonight doesn't even count as defense. Open shots all over the place. Have a little pride, fellas.
Yeah, their lack of engagement at that end is pretty glaring.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown are the wingmen. Jason Tatum out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
Raptors trail by 19. And here's Quickly, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And it's Tatum missing. The Raptors shooting at 45% of the game so far. And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he can ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Let's take a look at the numbers for Brandon Ingram.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. 17-foot shot on the way. And again, Toronto no good.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Brown passes to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
They're always looking for ways to put Jason Tatum in positions to attack. No better way than in pick-and-roll action.
The Raptors have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Barrett. Back to quickly. Toronto passing it around. And here's Ingram from the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Oh, wow. I was not thinking.
He wants so badly to see the ball go through the net. You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way. But as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Well, with big hands and nice touch, Pirtle knows how to finish in the post. This guy has a lot in his arsenal.
Now here's Brown. He's got 11. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. Outside Barrett. Outside Barnes. Barrett against White. Here's Pirtle. Boston pulls it in. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 tonight.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And Vucevic slams it in.
Nikola Vucevic skilled at rolling hard to the rim after setting the screen. That is a smart play.
Ingram against Brown. Barnes a screen. To the middle. Tatum with a steal. Inside. Here's Brown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Brown's got 13.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Well, Doris, when you look at the skill set Jason Tatum possesses, what specifically makes him such an elite player?
Well, if you're elite, it means you have a multi-dimensional game, and that's Jason Tatum to a T. He came in with a scoring mindset. His playmaking skills have advanced every single season. He also absorbs an enormous weight on the defensive end. This guy is elite for a reason, and it's because it's a well-rounded game.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Raptors making a switch here. Dick's checked in. Hauser, he's checked in for Boston.
I could not replicate those dance moves, folks. Let's hear it for your rescuers, Lil Bolas.
A minute 31 left to play in the third. Now Brown. He's got 13. Here's Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. On the wing, Grady Dick. The three-pointer off the mark.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Left side, Pritchard. Uncovered. That shot missing.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Barnes, no good. Boston on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Pick by Vucevic. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Rebound, Toronto. Here's quickly. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
That's the handles of Emmanuel quickly on display. This guy is so good with the ball in his hands.
Here's Pritchard. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Vucevic with a steal. And so it's Boston. A huge 24-point lead for them. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Then it's Grady Dick, and it's Murray Boyles in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And there's the screen to the inside. Here's Tatum. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
You do not want to give up passing lanes off the screen. How about Jason Tatum with a decisive look there?
And for the Raptors, they're shooting only 42%. Kicks it out to Barrett. The 3-ball. And the 3-pointer goes.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Now here's Tatum. Hauser left side. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Come on.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's quickly. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
That's a conversion inside by Emmanuel quickly. Just a quick opportunity finish.
White on the wing. Over quickly. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
On big screen, you know what to do. Let's see it.
checked in for Toronto.
Substitution on the court.
And so here is Toronto. Pass to Barrett. And with the introduction of the NBA Cup, the regular season schedule is more packed than ever.
You know what, B.A.? Many constituents in this game believe the regular season schedule should top out at 72 games. This is something the commissioner broached back when he introduced the Cup. Not necessarily 72, just that there could be a reduction. But there's too much money at stake. I don't believe this will ever happen. Love to see Barrett aggressively sharing the basketball. Wants to get it to his teammates in their spots. Nice.
Vucevic, a screen on quickly. Payne, the pass to Vucevic. Pirtle grabs a miss.
That was bad.
Raptors trail by 21. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Dick off target with the three.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Garza. Payne, the pass to Garza. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jakob Pirtle. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Checked in for Toronto. Brandon Ingram comes in for Dick. Boston also changing it up. Brown comes in for Vucevic. And it's Peyton Pritchard in for Payne.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the NBA. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Celtics lead by 22. White with it. Pass to Garza. Nice ball movement by Boston. White, good.
Well, Derek White, fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
The Raptors have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside Ingram. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Jason Tatum.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
A line change here for Toronto. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. And so it's Boston with it. Here's Gonzalez. Pass to Garza. Count that bucket.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Here's Murray Boyles. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Out to the right wing. Here's Shed. Off target from three-point range. Here's Garza. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Welcome in, everyone. The NBA Cup has reached the knockout stage. Tonight, it's a quarterfinal in the East. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out East already. We are in December. Taking a look at New York, they hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, Boston, 5.5 games behind.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Pritchard and White are their guards. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Knicks, they've got Hart, Jalen Brunson out there with Bridges. Then there's Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Trains the three-pointer. This marks the first game of the NBA Cup knockout round for these two teams. The Eastern Conference wild card on the road against a group winner.
And we've seen the excitement this tournament generates when it gets to this stage. It's a playoff atmosphere. Everyone in the building knows there's a lot on the line.
Now Brunson, after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Towns throws it down.
Excellent work by Towns, refusing to let the contact throw him off balance.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. he mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
And
he tipped it.
And a fast break now for
Man.
the Knicks. Anunoby, good.
Come on.
Anunoby's got his second bucket tonight.
And you can't
Come
afford
on.
to lose.
I gotta get a bucket in this
As
right
soon as he
now.
has a step on you, it's over.
Brown with the screen on Hart. Outside Tatum. There's the lob to Brown. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A big athletic finish by Brown. Polishing off the lob pass with authority.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pritchard against Brunson. Misses the three. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Brown inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. Vucevic a screen on Towns. Tatum gets the bucket.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
It's stolen by Brown. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
All right.
Brown throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
For the Knicks, Robinson comes in for OG Anunoby. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. And then for Boston, Sam Hauser comes in for Derek White. And it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. Pass to Hart. Towns a screen on Tatum. Here's Hart, and Hart throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
1:21 left here in the first quarter. From deep, Brunson. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Jalen Brunson is the engine that makes this team go, and he has sacrificed so that the Knicks could surround him with talent. He said, winning trumps everything that I do individually. I'll do my part to help this team try to get a championship. It's all about the journey, and I am happy to be a part of it. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, you're right, putting the team first. Thanks a lot, Allie. Al Gonzalez, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Gonzalez against Brunson. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Hauser. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's McBride. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And you can tell this is a priority for Brunson. He wants everyone involved.
Hard against Tatum. From downtown, it's rebounded by
come on. That should have gone in.
McBride on the wing. And again, it's New York.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Knicks lead by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. 4-point game. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. On the floor for Boston, we've got Peyton Pritchard. He's out there with Exum. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
A true team player. Clarkson will connect other teammates to the ball if they get open.
Here's Pritchard. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Garza's got his first 2 points.
Well, that's a smart pass in close quarters.
Here's McBride, and the shot goes in.
What?
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Timeout, Boston.
Checked in for New York. Whitey's checked in for Boston. And even in this knockout round of this NBA Cup tournament, these games, Greg, also count towards the team's regular season record. So it means so much in a lot of different ways.
And even as they take part in this tourney, more than likely, some of these games we're witnessing provide a preview of matchups we'll see come playoff time.
Pritchard with the ball, defended by McBride. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Taking a look at Detroit, they ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And I think for the Celtics, they're not in a bad spot at this point of the year. Definitely looking to solidify themselves as a contender. Lots of work left to do with just half the season gone.
Bridges misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Bridges with the steal. Bridges double team. Here's Anunoby. Carries it down low. Anunoby's got the lead up to 8 now for New York.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Stolen by Clarkson.
Mistimed it.
And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way.
Come on.
Anunoby slams it in.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Pritchard with the ball, defended by McBride. They set the pick. Here's White. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
Well, they worked very hard to earn those whistles, playing assertive basketball and going right into the defender.
He's checked in for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Miles McBride. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. No problems knocking that one down. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Well, with his mechanics and size, when Towns spots up, it's tough to disrupt his shot.
And it's White missing. The Knicks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Anunoby. And Pritchard pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team.
Come on.
He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit. Bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture, guys.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Kata's shot is off. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Raptors.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Anunoby finds Bridges. Back to Anunoby. Towns wide open. New York no good that time either. Celtics trail by 9. Pritchard feeling it out of it. Puts up a 3. Robinson pulls it in.
Come on, can't even make a shot.
2 from deep here in the second. Anunoby has the open look. No good on the 3.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
There's the pick. Three-pointer, Pritchard. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight, and Brunson has it in the corner. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Brunson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Knicks. Outside.
What up, Nate?
They need this one. And no good.
Wow.
And so it's New York. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
No, I got.
Carl, you were able to
It says I got 6 watching.
Maintaining it or
maybe 5. 5 or 6.
I mean, don't change what we're doing. So stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Not much, Nate. Not much. Just chilling, playing 2K. Getting my ass whooped.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Boston Celtics.
Their long-range shooting has let them down. Maybe time to try something else.
Yeah, like pound the ball inside, serve up some elbow sandwich with some extra mayonnaise, with a side of barbecue chicken alert.
And
right now, I don't got that app.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year. Those darn Supersonics.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third
Sorry to hear that, Dave.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then
finally,
it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in its center. That's the group for Mike.
I need like 10 more of those.
So it's the Knicks now, following the three-pointer by Boston. Towns dishes to Bridges. The kick out to Anunoby. Here's Towns. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Towns
Thank you, Nate.
6 points.
Thank you.
Well, just look at the
you have a good day as well, man. And have a great day.
Offensive rebounds a few times.
Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. And again, Boston with
there
the
we go.
triple. So Stan, the Thunder were the rare young team to win it all. But championship teams usually have a lot of veterans. Why is that? I mean, like, how do you explain that role?
Well, look, the more you know, the more you've been through certain situations, the easier it is to react effectively.
A half-court shot? I'm not good with half-court shots, but I'll try.
Why? Because they've seen that play hundreds, even thousands of times developing that young guys have. So experience certainly helps.
Hart finds Towns. He can't get that one. Celtics trail by 9. Now Pritchard. He's got 9. The layup off target. Hart outside. Pass to Brunson. Back to Hart. Shot clock at 6. Lots of room. Towns for 3. Another miss by Towns.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Vucevic setting the pick for Brown.
Come on.
The Knicks leading by 9. Bridges passes to Towns. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Towns has got 6 here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
My favorite team? Boston Celtics. What's your team, Nate?
And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Hauser's checked in. Celtics trail by 11. And here is Tatum. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close
All
out
right,
to the
nice.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Bounce pass Pritchard. Tatum with a screen on Hart. Hauser misses. The Knicks leading by 10. It's stolen by Vucevic. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pritchard finds Hauser. Misses from close range. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Bridges against Tatum. And Towns gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific.
Yeah,
really impressed.
Yeah, I watched the NFL too. You won't believe it, but I'm a Patriots fan.
Brunson against Pritchard. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brunson, no good. Celtics trail by 12. 30 seconds left in the third. Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. Again,
oh, come on. I was making him a while ago.
I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
McBride with the ball. He's got 6. Back to Brunson.
Yep.
3 seconds left.
We don't need him.
It's Brunson at point-blank range.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. New York ahead. They lead by 14. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
USFL, Nate. USFL. God bless and take care.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. And it's Queta in at the center, filling out the middle.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
pass to McBride. There's a screen by Robinson. Here he goes. Drops it in from 11 feet. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Gonzalez from beyond the arc and then some.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is
Thank you, Nate.
team basketball.
Appreciate that.
And McBride gets it to go.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
And we've got the perfect team now. Your next 7,000 squad. And here we go. The important your next 7,000 squad. Let's go.
The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You take a look at Bridges. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. It can be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
So it's the Celtics now. The Knicks making the shot. Queta, the shot's good. Brown making the play.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. For the Knicks, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. Right side Towns. Now Brunson. It's deflected. It's stolen by White. 14 feet away. And he hits the jumper.
So much control from White in the mid-range.
The Knicks leading by 14. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Bridges. Oh, the slam dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
A three-pointer. Good.
Now, we've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Mikal Bridges. The long shot, no good. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Pritchard. Takes the three. Knocks down the three.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Brunson against Pritchard. Vucevic pulls it down. And Vucevic has got the ball here for Boston. Outside, White. Lets loose a three. Drained from outside.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Here's Pritchard. Now here's Tatum. Wide open. That one goes. Count it.
Hey, you need some points. Tatum is your guy.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Bridges against White. From outside, Vucevic pulls it down.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Tatum!
Oh, I needed that one. Shoot, now I lost. Oh. No. No. No.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
Vucevic is screen on Hart. Tatum misses the deep three. So it's New York picking up the win. And they move on to the NBA Cup semifinal. These guys are firing on all cylinders.
And really doing their best to represent the Eastern Conference. This is a proud organization, and they have played with great pride.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Thank you everyone for watching. I'll be logging off for today. Take care and God bless.